Yeah man, go from your Babylon. You can't tell the black people for fool. What you deal with man, so we have hands and feet. Eyes, nose, you don't see your mouth. Yeah man, right up next from the tummy, you don't have clean teeth, that's it. Yeah man, so I'm sure them forget good feelings everywhere. Especially the raw truth. Feel the truth, me say. Tell the children that you hold. Babylon that try poison the multitude in
Shalom everybody. It's been a long time coming in the making since we did one of these ones, alright? Now, welcome to another episode, exciting episode, I hope, of Hebrew's Kitchen, alright? And tonight's dish is very simple, very easy to go into. We're going to be dealing with the Ackee, which as you know is native for me. You understand me? For those of you who don't know what Ackee is a fruit. You can eat it raw, but we're not going to raw it tonight. We're going to actually put some heat to it, alright? Ackee, let me get the ingredients. So some Ackee, scallion, onion, sweet peppers, and some tomatoes and garlic in there somewhere. Alright, very simple, very easy to make. I'm using this evening, I'm gonna use some coconut oil to get everything started. And here is the new addition to the recipe, as you would call it. Traditionally, you cook Ackee, or we would cook Ackee with what you call saltfish, but we found out recently that a lot of the fish that they're claiming to be codfish or saltfish have nothing to do with cod and have things to do with other type of fish out there unclean. One of the main fish that they're using is a thing called pangasius, which is like a catfish found somewhere in Indonesia or Southern Asia or somewhere like that, that is just over there swimming on the side of the streets. So they're actually getting that and selling it as cod, you know, to the masses out there. You have to be very careful of the fish you buy. You know, my thing is, if you can't scale it, don't eat it. Alright? So that's that's an easy guideline. So rather than going to buy the things in the shop that have scale that I don't know exactly what it is, I just avoid it, man. So we're using today some seaweed. Alright? Hopefully this, yes, I was explaining everything what this is. This is some seaweed, alright? So we're gonna bust some seaweed in it, in the Ackee, and try it. And just so you know, I have never done this before. This is not even the second run. This is brand new. We're going to try it together. If it work, it work. If it don't work, hey, you understand me? Brother Azariah been pressing me from the other day that we need another Hebrew's Kitchen. He want to know where the Ackee go, and he want to know how the curry goat go. But you know, the curry goat right now, this time of the day, is going to be long. So I won't bust the curry goat now. I'll bust the Ackee, alright? So, everybody, I hope you enjoy it. Let's check it out, alright? Let's get this fire going. Alright? As you can see here, we have the Dutchy pot. The TriStar Dutch pot, you don't know. No Benjamite house is complete without one of these. Alright? You know, we don't really deal with the what you call the non-stick pan and these things. We're dealing with the nice pan from out of the earth, alright? Get yourself a nice Dutch pot. Alright? Yeah, that should be enough still. I must give it one more, about half a spoon more. Alright? And we're using virgin coconut oil to get this bad boy going, alright? Alright, right now I can't find one of my wooden spoon. Wooden spoon are going far, so I'm going to use a metal spoon here just to mix it up a bit in the pot. If you can see it, everybody have view on it. Alright, we make it the oil heat up a bit. Alright, so we can see it there. And as you know, that coconut oil is not as is 100% better than using what the mother oil called?
Olive oil.
Well, sunflower oil and these other oils. The veg oil to cook with, especially the veg oil. You understand me? And that other nuclear waste, you know them call it ghee. Ghee a heart attack in a minute, alright? So try and get the 100% coconut oil, virgin coconut oil to cook with. And I might do a video on how to make some homemade coconut oil, alright? So the oil there is supposed to be nice and hot. Let me add the onions in a minute. Alright. Here, there. Get that sizzle. Alright. As you know, keep it on the pot. As you know, I don't cook it. I don't normally cook with much salt. Not really a big salt fan, but for this I might add a little shake of the garlic and herb salt. Alright, you with me? I just have a little shake of it in there. Just get it nice and flavorsome. Alright. Alright, now while that going for the brown, stirring up. You can almost start smelling it rise. You with me? I'm dropping my peppers with my garlic and scallion, or what I'm called spring onion. Ah, you can smell it, can't you?
Smelling good already.
Smell already, yeah. You understand? That's what we'll fry up. Alright. Okay. A little bit more of that to that. Okay. Alright. Little more, you can smell it going up, the coconut oil there going in. Mix them up. Always remember, be safe. Don't want to hurt yourself, don't want to get burned. Always use the right equipment and stuff in the kitchen. Be safe, yeah? I mean, not everybody's gonna be born with the skill and talent like a bush chef as myself. You with me? Who can just come in and just drop it bush style. You with me? Alright, let me bring the heat on a little bit. Alright. Like that. Nice and nice, see? It's a saute going on right now. Alright. After that, then drop in the tomatoes them. I save the tomatoes them for last because, as you know, tomatoes got water in it, so we don't want the, what you call it, the water to, you know, drown out the vegetable them before them get a little taste of the heat. Alright. So let me drop that in there now. Alright, and you hear the change of, you hear how the pot sound change as the water being added into the oil coming off for the tomatoes. Then stir that up. Alright, and for this one I used cherry tomatoes. You can use your standard salad tomatoes if you have them. Tomatoes. However you pronounce it, you with me? Alright. Check that out. Alright. A little bit more of the garlic and herb again to it. Yeah, see that? See that? Alright. And like I said, brothers and sisters, I have never bossed this dish before using the seaweed combo. Alright. So just gonna make this, just get some heat into this. And as you can see, this dish don't take long to make. Alright. So you got your stuff there going. And we're actually using this is what we're making for the Sabbath class tomorrow. As we do here, you know, everybody bring a dish on the Sabbath day. After the lesson, we all break bread, commune, get to know each other. So the Ackee has been going there for the past couple of weeks, and it's been backed by popular demand. You with me, brothers and sisters? Be like, yo, hey, we need more than Ackee. So, you know, little experimenting with it right now today, adding the seaweed to it. I hope that don't, you know, it don't compromise on the flavor or the style, but it should be alright. You with me? If you like fish, if you're like a fish person like myself, that like, you know, like the fish taste and stuff, fish eat what? Seaweed. So that fish taste, that when you get that fish taste, usually it's a seaweed. Get back over here to the Ackee. Ackee gonna go in now. I got some spring onions here left, right? I'm gonna save these for the very end. I'm gonna put these on the end nearer so it have that fresh spring onion taste to it. before we take it down, alright? So next thing going into this now is the ackee. Alright. You don't want to know how much ackee tree you have to climb to pick them ackee here in Babylon. Alright, what if ackee tree you have to climb, forget that. Alright. Stir it up a bit, don't want to get too crushed. The ackees are already soft. Alright. Yeah. Going in. Okay. Alright. Oh, I wish you could smell that. But go ahead and try and make one for yourself. And say go, I'm gonna drop the seaweed in it. I'm just gonna like crush it into it. It will go soft and soften itself and kind of absorb into the whole thing. Alright, I don't want it to burn. And so I'm gonna try and once you start getting a bit wet, it will kind of like dissolve into the whole dish. I mean, you can add, like I said, you know, the greatest thing with cooking, right? Cooking is it's creative. You understand me? So it's not, you know, it's not one dimensional. You can always chop, change, check it out. If that work, if it work, it work. If it don't work, you go back again to the drawing board and come back with it. But this is the first time I'm doing it like this. It don't even look. It don't look right still, no, but we're going to go with it now. See, look, it start going in. It might look a bit strange to some people. Alright, and that's we're using seaweed, okay? So you'll see it, you know, if you know seaweed is like, it will take the, you will start looking like, if you drop like spinach or anything like that into it, doing like leafy greens, you will start taking that sort of like texture or look into the food. So, like I said, try it. It might look a bit strange at the beginning, because like I'm saying to you, it's the first time I'm doing it. You with me? So bear with me, alright? New brand experiment we're trying out here in the Bruce kitchen. Seaweed with ackee, alright, as a sawfish substitute. Alright, getting it in there. As you know, the dry seaweed sometimes and as you can hear my Skype going off. Hey, can someone answer that for me, please? Alright. Okay. Very interesting look going on here. Alright. Yeah, as I thought, the seaweed would have kind of like dissolve out in it, but we're going to make it cook for a bit. Allow it to marinate inside of it. And we'll leave it for about, and turn the heat down here. Yeah. Turn the heat down and leave it for about 5 to 10 minutes, alright? In the meantime, what you're going to see is a little track. You with me? Probably a little description on the ackee, if we can find that in the editing. And we'll check you back in a minute, alright? Shalom.
Feel the truth, me say. Tell the children that you hold. Babylon that try poison the multitude in a food. Tell the children that you hold. Fill them spring water, but that's when them choose. Remember this. Tell the children that you hold. Eat the vegetable, eat the fruits. Raw truth.
Alright, remember we showed you earlier that we had the spring onion that we chopped up on the side. We're gonna just add that or sprinkle it in on it, like a salad, like on it, so we get we still get the fresh taste of the spring onion in it. And also, for those of you who like it, I mean, I'm doing it that way because I kind of like it like that. But there it is, ackee seaweed and ackee. All right. And that concludes today's Hebrews Kitchen. Alright, definitely gonna have the curry goat video coming up. Might bust a jerk chicken video like how the weather getting excellent right now, so we might bust that. Alright. And if you pick the melon up in the background, which you probably did, you realize the melon is a bit missing. Yeah, so we've been melon in it before even while the pot was there going through, alright? So everybody, you're stay prayed up and join us next time for Hebrews Kitchen, man, alright? One love. Shalom.
Babylon can't stop it. Solid some this. Tell the nation that you hot. Babylon not try poison the ghetto you them in a foot. Move. Tell the children that you hot. Empress not make them poison. After you get a youth, yeah. Tell the children that you hot. And now everywhere you go, you feed young people food. They will for you. No, tell them Allah. Now come deny you like the one named Delilah. Yo, they move like fly and get caught by the spider. Sit up with the conquer. Real lion it live. Yo, they move like that.
Raw truth.